Okay.
Hi, I'm Linda Graviss, representing the Western Wildlife Corridor in this year's Community Shares Gourmet Grub for Good virtual event. Western Wildlife Corridor's mission is to protect, restore, and preserve natural habitat, and it provides education to foster connections with nature. We're very proud to be a member of Community Shares this year. For our dessert, we are going to make the chocolate Éclair dessert with just 5 simple ingredients. It's easy to make, it's easy to take, and it's even easier to eat. So we're going to start it and see where it goes from here. Our first step is to mix together our pudding and milk. And by the way, I'm ably and capably assisted by the man behind the iPad who wishes to remain anonymous. Thank you, Dave. Okay, we're going to take a break now because I'll be doing this for 2 minutes and you don't need to watch that. Thank you.
Good.
Okay, so we have mixed together our 2 small boxes of instant vanilla pudding and our 3 cups of milk and stirred it for 2 minutes with the whisk. And now I have already unwrapped our graham crackers and lined the bottom of the pan with 1 layer of graham crackers. Can you see that? Okay. Our next step is going to be to mix our whipped topping into the pudding mix. Once it is nicely mixed, we'll put half of it over the first layer of the graham crackers. And spread it around. So we spread our first layer over. Now we put in another layer of graham crackers. And you may have some graham crackers left over, that's fine. Whatever amount is needed to cover your 9 by 13 pan is sufficient. Then we continue with the rest of the pudding and Cool Whip mixture, whipped topping mixture, covering the top layer. And we will now put on our third and final layer of graham crackers. And the last step in completing this dish is to take our tub of pre-made frosting, chocolate, be certain to take off the foil lid because this little puppy is going in the microwave. Okay, so now we'll put our chocolate frosting in the microwave for 30 seconds. And while that cooks, I'm going to tell you just a little bit more about Western Wildlife Corridor. And again, we are thankful and happy to be part of Community Shares. This is our first year with the organization, and we're looking forward to all of it. Western Wildlife Corridor protects, restores, and preserves natural habitat and provides education. Since 1992, we've accumulated over 185 acres, and another 100 acres are protected through conservation easements. The area we cover is the Ohio River Valley Corridor from the city of Cincinnati all the way west to the border of Indiana. Okay. So now that our frosting is heated, and heated without blowing up the microwave with the foil, that's very good. We pour it all over the top of the final graham cracker layer. And the beauty of this dessert is that you do not have to be too meticulous or exact about anything, because it's really just all going to moosh together in a delicious combination of flavors. So we are going to pause and take a break. We cover the dessert and refrigerate it for at least a few hours. Okay, it's been a few hours now. Let's get this concoction out of the refrigerator and see how it turned out. Okay, it looks pretty good. Now we're going to cut it and give it the taste test and see what happens. Perhaps I'll give my videographer the first taste. Would you like to check this out? Okay, what do you think, videographer? Thank you so much. Oops, there goes the rest of the cake. So as you can see, this is a really easy dessert to make. It's easy to take somewhere to a party, and it's even easier to eat. Western Wildlife Corridor, as I mentioned before, protects and conserves land. It also restores and maintains the habitat by removing invasive species like honeysuckle and other things, allowing the natural plants of our area to grow back. And it also engages in education for all ages, much of it hands-on, through nature hikes, seminars, events like our Spring Flower-a-thon. Many of these events take place at the Kirby Nature Preserve in Addison, or the Bender Mountain Preserve in Delhi, or just stop by and take a walk or a hike on your own. So thank you for supporting Community Shares of Greater Cincinnati and the Western Wildlife Corridor.